Assalamu alaikum. What's up, guys? In today's class, we are going to share how you can learn translation of the Holy Quran by yourself without being dependent upon other translators or scholars. In order to learn the Holy Quran, there are two ways. One, recitation of the Holy Quran without knowing what are the meanings of the verses and words. Another way is when you want to learn the Holy Quran along with its translation. So translation sometimes happens to be like with each word, like word by word translation, each meaning for each word. Okay, but sometimes it is like only a result of each verse. So I'm going to give you tips if you want to learn the Holy Quran along with its translation without needing the help from anyone else. You should yourself be having the ability to know whenever you hear any verse, any word, you will be able to translate it. Um, I don't say anyone can be expert at all the words of any language like English or Arabic. No, everyone always is growing and progressing towards being even better. But a reasonable amount of the words or reasonable, state where you can think like most of the words or most of the ayahs or verses can be like known by you and you can understand them. And if there are some of the new words or vocabulary that you never heard before, then you look for the meaning into some of the dictionaries or on ChatGPT or Google. Then you concatenate or you gather and extract the collective meaning for that kind of words. Verses or each sentence in each language, they are comprising of various words, two or more words. When they are joined together, then they become a sentence, then they give us a specific meaning. So in Arabic language, when you want to learn something, especially our videos about translation of the Holy Quran, so um, you first need to know what is classical Arabic, classic ancient Arabic, because the Holy Quran and sayings of the Holy Prophet, alayhi salatu wasalam, peace be upon him, were given to the Ummah, to people of the earth, like 14 years ago, 1400 years ago. So in those timings, too many words, too many sentences or contacts, everything should be learned as per the aspect or perspective that was in the minds of those time people. So um, firstly, let me explain that Arabic grammar is not like English grammar. Okay, English grammar is only one part. When you learn it and you gather the vocabulary, you become able to communicate and understand it. But in Arabic, grammar is divided into two parts. One is called the syntax. Also, in Arabic words, nahw, while the other part is like sarf, and it is also called morphology. So joining them together, having a firm grip over them, and next part is in each language, like gather more and more vocabulary. When too many words are present in your brain, and grammar tells you how to join them together, and which are the meanings of the words. It is learned by vocabulary, but what will be the meaning when they are joined together? It is told by the grammar. So gathering these two skills, like grammar plus vocabulary, you become able to understand that kind of language, whether while reading the text of that language or what listening to that language, or even the second step. First step is to understand that language by text or by like listened words. But the other second step, which is, comes later, is having the ability to communicate in that language. If you're not native speaker of that language, like if you are Arabic, you were born or you are living in Arabic or English countries, you can speak that language, learn that language without going into grammar rules, just by communicating with the people living there around you. So you sometimes become able to communicate. with that language. But if you are living in any other country and you're learning their language as a second language, then you need to have a firm grip over grammatical rules in order to avoid mistakes and join the individual words together in a proper manner, and being sure that whatever meaning you want to convey, you are conveying the exact meaning. So in Arabic, okay, I don't want this video to be very lengthy. Come to the point. Syntax and morphology. Nahw and sarf. These are two parts of the Arabic grammar, and without knowing them, without understanding them, or having them implemented when you are interacting with the Holy Quran, with Arabic language. Without them, you will never be able to get your purpose. So, uh, in this video, I just wanted to explain them for you. And also, another thing is that morphology or surf, it always deals with individual words, like without the concept of joining them with other words. Surf talks about any individual word, of what is the meaning of that word and how many shapes then can that word change. Most of its like discussion is revolves around verbs. You know, whether the verbs acts, doing something in any of the specific times, past, present, or like future. So this is called surf or morphology, and most of its content is verbs, and a little bit of nouns are also discussed in this morphology, but most of like 90% of the content discussed in this part of the Arabic grammar is like individual words and their shapes and how many shapes they can get into and what kind of meanings will be extracted after adding those changes. So this is morphology and surf. When it comes to the nahab means like individual words are over there in Arabic language, and uh, what kind of meanings you will be having out of a specific sentence when words are joined together. So in short, uh, Nahab or like syntax tells you how to join Arabic words together and how to get specific meanings from them while talking or while writing Arabic. But when you are reading someone else's written words in text or like you're listening to someone else, so what kind of meanings you can understand them. So in both ways, like you are inventing the words and giving your meanings into shape of the words to someone else, or you are trying to pick the meanings out of others' said words or others' written words. So this is syntax and Nahau. So this was only to explain what is grammar. Actually, I've got some of the students who are learning the Holy Quran, trying to learn the translation of the Holy Quran word by word. So I sometimes found it important and crucial for me to tell them what is the importance and how can they can like advance into translation, you know, without having firm grip over grammar. I don't think someone or anyone can be able to get the meanings of the Holy Quran while listening to it without needing the help from someone else, without getting translation from someone else. Only way if you want to be totally independent into translation and you want to be sure that whatever meaning you are extracting from the Holy Quran, you didn't collected those like meanings from someone else. So having direct interaction with Holy Quran and being certain, being sure that whatever I'm learning is based on my own skills, my grammatical grip, and my knowledge. So then you kind of feel like you have direct interaction, you are dealing directly with the holy word, with words of the God, words of Holy Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this was only explaining video. This is the first ever video. I will be making a series of video for surf separately and another series for Nahav. And after that, along with that, we'll be doing some of the practices, how to gather vocabulary and how to join them together, how to get better at this. And here is another plot twist. You know what's that? After knowing the grammar of Arabic, you don't need Zabar Zair Pesh or Fatah Dhamma Kasra in order to read the Arabic and understand it and gather the meaning or obtain the meanings out of that Arabic sentences, those Arabic sentences. Most of the Islamic scholars who, like in India, Pakistan, or somewhere else, who learn Arabic language, after having firm grip over that, they don't need these fatah, zamma, kasra. So many books, like thousands of books in various libraries throughout the world. Those books are written in Arabic without mentioning uh, Zabar Zir Pesh or Fatha Zamma Kasra. So how scholars, how Arabic people or Islamic scholars, no matter if, even the people who complete their graduation in Islamic studies from Indian Jamia, Indian universities or Islamic universities, or like Pakistani Islamic universities, they how they become able to read and understand that text uh, without that text being mentioned or being um, I mean written along with the Zabr Zarfish or these harakat. So this is what I wanted to say. Inshallah, we'll see you in next video and with two series, inshallah. Okay, subscribe and like our channel. Thanks a lot. Allah Hafiz.